All right, it is 8:10 in the morning. Last night, or this morning around 1 a.m., I woke up, I lost my mucus plug, and then I started having some mild contractions, nothing I couldn't handle, like just really bad cramps, but manageable. And I had those off and on throughout the night for quite a while. They've actually died down a little bit. My husband and I, we're just keeping a relaxed environment. I'm trying to keep hydrated and we're gonna stay put, but definitely in the early stages of labor. Called my midwife, she said I'm doing everything right, so we're just gonna hang out and relax. His due date was the 20th, today's the 23rd. I was starting to get worried, so I was doing a lot of things to induce labor, which might be another video. But yeah, I think our journey just begun. So I'm just bouncing on the ball, but here, I'll stop for a sec. Yeah, I don't know, I'm kind of confused because last night from like 1 a.m. till 5 a.m., I was having pretty consistent contractions every 7 minutes for like a minute long. They weren't that intense, they were like really bad cramps, but it was still consistent. And now it's almost 10 a.m. and they've died down or they're less consistent. So I don't know what's going on or what that is about, but my plan is just to keep active, walk around the house, walk on the stairs, bounce on the ball, do hip circles on the ball, and just get this thing going because I don't really know what that's about. And now I'm just excited and ready to meet him. All right, I am setting up all of my postpartum bathroom goodies. All right, because I have nothing else going on, I'm gonna practice putting on this wrap, this baby wrap, to hopefully distract my mind. So let's see how this goes. All right, what a mess, but at least I'm trying to do something here. Did it, and now I'm out of breath. All right, hoping the dad shoes will the baby out.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's 12:30. Not much has progressed. I feel like he might be a little stuck. I might be a little stagnant. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the miles circuit. There are so many good YouTube videos from doulas and licensed professionals about the miles circuit. I'm just someone who's gonna use it, but definitely it's supposed to help kickstart things and kickstart labor. Okay, I held that for 10 minutes. You're supposed to do a half an hour per position, but I actually started to feel more contractions during that and it was getting uncomfortable, which is good. So I'm just gonna do 10 minutes per position and see what happens. Okay, it is 10:46. I've been laboring at home for almost 22 hours now. We are exhausted already. I've been trying to rest, but we're just going to the hospital right now. We might get turned away, but definitely had enough, and I think it's time to just go to the hospital and maybe spend the night there. So we're on our way, and we'll see what they have to say. Hello from me in my hospital bed with my pickleball between my legs. so far, nothing has really gone to plan, but that's okay. Here, let me put you down. So it's 4:30 in the morning, so we've been in labor for 27 hours, and we got to the hospital, I think, around 22 hours, and basically we had to wait in the waiting room, or like in the triage area, for like an hour, because the room they had for me was taken by another woman, which is, I get it, she was just about to give birth. And while we were there in the triage center, my water broke and the contractions just got insane. And I was so exhausted, just so tired. It's been like almost 24 hours at that point of really bad contractions, and they were just getting worse. And I was just so tired, and it's harder to push through contractions when you're exhausted. So I just couldn't do it, and I decided to go for the epidural, which I'm kind of disappointed in myself, but I had to do it because I just couldn't take it any longer. I was so tired. So by the time they got my IV, after trying like 4 times, and they got me upstairs, like another hour had passed.
I thought so. Big push. Remember, push through that pain. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, what were you doing in there for like 36 hours or so?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Labor was actually really smooth. It was the contractions that were not smooth. That lasted basically 27 hours, but labor lasted about an hour, 20 minutes. And after going through those contractions, yeah, I was just ready to meet him. So we'll sit down and we'll talk about it some more. But yeah, basically after I filmed that last video, that's when everything started going down. So. But we're all good, and he's so cute. How you doing, little man? Okay. It is Monday. I'm hoping you can hear me. Everyone is sleeping in this room, so I thought I would check in. Yeah, it's been quite the journey. So the last time we spoke, I think I filmed yesterday, Sunday. A lot went down. Basically, as I was saying, on Friday morning at 1 a.m. is when I started having contractions really bad, and then about 24 hours later, I just was so exhausted and I couldn't take it any longer. So we did get the epidural. Like I said, I was kind of disappointed, but when you last saw me and I was in the bed kind of freaking out, that's because my IV had stopped, or was emptied, and it was making an alarm. So the nurse came in to check the IV, and as soon as she came in to check the IV, I was like, you know what? I feel like the urge to push. I think it's go time. So then the midwife came in, and yeah, I was 10 centimeters dilated, so it was go time. And yes, the contractions lasted about 27 hours total, but labor was only about an hour, 20 minutes, and it was very smooth. And so I'm so happy about that. My husband, Cody, he helped a lot with the birth. He held up one of my legs. But yeah, the birth went really smooth, about an hour 20, but I instinctively knew how to push very well. He came out pretty easily. There's no tearing down there, which is great. So the perineal massage and the dates and all of that paid off, so no tearing. He came out perfectly happy, healthy, and he latched immediately, which was amazing. So I couldn't have been happier with the outcome of all of that. And he came out 18.5 inches, 7 pounds 2 ounces, with some dark fuzzy hair. I'll show you a bit of him later. But wow, what a wild journey. So now, all of yesterday, we didn't have a postpartum room. Most of the day yesterday, we didn't have a postpartum room because everyone gives birth in September. So we were in the labor and delivery room, just kind of surviving. I don't really remember much. We were so tired and just trying to eat and sleep when we can and feed him, and I don't know. And now all of a sudden it's Sunday, and it's 11 o'clock on Sunday. No, Monday? It's Monday. Okay, so we've been here since Friday. No, we've been here since Saturday. Now it is Monday, and as you can tell, my brain isn't functioning very well, but Colton has been feeding and sleeping beautifully. I was able to get some cat naps in last night between feeds. My mom came and visited, and she held him and let us nap, and that was so nice and such a relief. And she's been taking care of our house while we're gone, which I can't thank her enough. We ordered a big pizza, and I also got a turkey sub, and it was so good. I was famished. I don't even remember the last time I ate. So yeah, now it's Monday. We're just relaxing. He's doing all of his tests and exams, and they actually might be able to discharge us later. So I'll check in with you later. All right, as you just saw, it's 8:20 on Monday, 8:20 p.m. on Monday. We're still here. We were actually ready to be discharged, and everything was ready to go earlier today. We were just waiting for his circumcision, and no one was available because I guess September's a really crazy month for babies. So they're taking him in now. We feel awful about it, but he's in good hands. So we're just waiting for the circumcision to be done, and then they're gonna monitor him, I think, for maybe a half an hour or an hour, and then we're ready to go home. Okay, he's back. It's almost 9. And when he came in, he was crying, and then it just made me cry. Just hormones and all that stuff. But I just also felt so terrible, so I'm breastfeeding him and crying. But yeah, they said he was good and everything's okay, so we should be able to get out of here and go home. All of the nurses and everyone who works here was absolutely incredible. Everyone was just so amazing and helpful, so I couldn't be more thankful. Okay, we're back home. It's Tuesday. We got home last night around 10:30. We actually had a pretty good night. He slept pretty well. Obviously, there's cluster feeding happening today, but we're just so happy to be home. We're loving being home. It's been crazy, but we're getting the hang of things. And I know the journey has just begun, but we're all doing well. We're just hunkered down in the bedroom for now. It's been a quick day, actually. I can't believe it's already almost the end of the day, Tuesday. But I don't even know. I know, honey. I don't even know how to end this vlog other than this was the craziest experience of my entire life, and my husband's as well, and but also just the best experience ever. So I'm just so happy to be able to share it with all of you, and I'm so happy that everyone's healthy and happy. Yeah, I don't really know how to end this other than thank you so much for watching, and joining me in this journey. And I just realized that I've been rocking this entire time. Yeah, thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed watching everything and watching how it all went down for me and us and little baby Colton here. Yeah. So I think it's time to eat or change a poopy diaper. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.